Okay, now we have here the Ghost of Starscream, and I noticed that you have more than one of the same masterpiece. Because this is 1, 2.
Oh yeah, I've got a lot of money invested. I basically I think both modes are just perfection, and
you just got to display them.
Yeah, because I'd have a mental battle with myself as to which one I'm going to display in which mode each day. So I just kind of started in I think 06 with these guys. I basically bought one a year.
Wow.
So, I'm glad I started back then. I couldn't start from scratch now. But yeah, look at this. This is a perfect Starscream.
Yeah, this Starscream is the definitive version of Starscream.
Yeah, and and then look at the jet mode. That's an F-15 Eagle.
It is.
And then look at Grimlock. His dinosaur mode is perfect.
Yeah.
And then I also think his robot mode is perfect. In fact, I'd prefer to display it in robot mode. But yeah, I had a battle with myself on that one, and I had to buy two because they're just fantastic. That's why they're called masterpiece. Right?
Yeah. So. And this is the Takara or Hasbro version?
Yeah, Takara. Everything here is Takara with the exception of Hot Rod.
Yeah.
And Skywarp.
Oh,
except
okay.
for the faces are the Takara faces because of the two unique head sculpts. The Starscream release here had two faces.
Yeah.
And what happened was the Japanese mold of Skywarp had two unique faces, which were different from the Starscream.
Yeah.
And as such, the Thundercracker had two different face molds that were unique and different from the other two releases.
Yeah.
But the American Hasbro release of Skywarp, which this is, which has the better paint app, looks more like the G1 Skywarp.
Yeah.
It had the same faces as Starscream, so I actually took the two faces off my Japanese mold, which one is at work and the other one I've given to a friend, and put the unique faces on the Skywarp release to make it yeah, exactly, a bit hardcore, but
man,
I plan on doing the same for Thundercracker if they come out with the American version.
Oh, I don't know if that'll ever happen, but
that's what I'm hearing.
If you can still get your hands on one, you'd be pretty lucky because these goes for like $500 on eBay now.
Yeah, I got them.
They're ridiculous.
Release, so I
that's
didn't
good.
realize these would be worth so much. But.
That's good. And what do you think of these like repaints of Prime? Like you obviously got Ultra Magnus, Nemesis Prime, and then what were the other ones? Sleep Mode?
Sleep Mode, yeah.
And was there another one after that?
MP1 without the trailer, and then and I'm pretty sure that's it.
Okay.
There were the Hasbro versions as well, but
okay. Do you think you'll end up getting them all if they release another version?
To be quite honest, I will only get Ultra Magnus and the new Optimus mold when it comes down in price, hopefully.
Yeah.
If they do repaints, I'm not going to bother with it.
Yeah,
I was kind of disappointed in the fact that they said they were releasing a new mold because I thought, you're trying to get suckers like me who must have it.
Yeah. It's just a cash grab.
Exactly, but I think the real reason for them doing the remold was so that they can make an economical Ultra Magnus.
Yeah. And can you explain to me the difference between... there are visible differences, but what are the differences here?
And this is King Grimlock, which is a special release. It's basically the comic version. Yeah. So, in fact, in the comics, he actually at one point became the leader of the Autobots. So, the basic differences are between that and the cartoon version is there's black, obviously, for his legs and head, whereas this is more of a blue. Yeah. The gold is a different color. It's more of a... Is it? Yeah, this is more of a... Oh, yeah. It's more of an orangey gold.
Yeah, you're right.
The sword itself is kind of cool. I like the sword better on that one. Oh yeah, it's got the orange right in it, whereas this becomes orange when you light it up. Oh okay. It's got a battery or a switch there where you can actually light it up.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But I've removed the batteries because I don't want them to start leaking after a few years and destroy it. Yeah. And then obviously it came with the crown, same as the Hasbro release. And then obviously the gray. Look at it. It's a silver. It's quite nice, whereas this is more of a gray. So. Oh okay. Oh, I totally did not notice that this would be silver and that would be gray. That almost makes me want to get that if it's still available. Well, it's pretty nice. But it's very expensive. Yeah, but it's way more expensive. I think it was since it came out, but that was an impulse buy, that one. How many Rodimuses you have? 4 actually. 4. The Takara Japanese version here, which came with the trailer. Yeah. And then the American release, which just came out, doesn't come with the trailer. So. Wow. Yeah. So. the reason I got 4 was because they actually did such a good job. I don't like the robot mode of Rodimus. Well, it's not bad. I don't like the face sculpt. It's too long and narrow, and he looks like too much of a wimp. Yeah. Whereas the one from the cartoon was more of a squarish, more masculine face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that aside, the fact that they got 4 or 2 robots in one with 4 different modes.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. You know, the engineering involved with that. So I actually like the color scheme on the American version.
Are they different or?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they are.
This
okay.
one's
yeah, I just noticed that.
more of a red. This is kind of a pinkish red.
And they did the outlining.
The outlining is kind of nice. I don't like the fact that his face, his shoulders, his hands are white.
Yeah.
Although sometimes when you look at the cartoon, I'm sure some episodes it's white, some it's gray. But I do like the fact that the shins there and the calves basically are a gray, almost a black, whereas that one they just have the feet that are black. I think this is more color scheme wise.
Yeah.
If they took that red and the metal gray, and put it on this guy, I think I'd be quite happy. But I actually think the color scheme on this, aside from the shins, is more reminiscent of G1 Rodimus. And
it's almost like you want to take a blend of the two.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. Like take his legs.
Yeah.
Or make them black on him. And then basically everything else on him is fine as far as I'm concerned.
Sleep mode convoy here.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna do that given the price, but.
So all this really is a black and white gray version of Optimus. That's all it is with the trailer in clear.
Exactly. Yeah.
Anything else? Was there anything exclusive like other than the color schemes?
I think it was limited to 2010 pieces. Something. There's an Asian version, and then for China and other countries, and then there's the Japanese version. I think that's the Hong Kong version, but
wow.
Anything? Yeah, I think it was just that it was a little more exclusive.
Where did this come from?
No, I actually got this one off eBay, and this is obviously a Matrix of Leadership replica. It's limited to 1,000 pieces. Oh, that's all right. I'll get that.
Okay.
And this is supposed to be the key to Vector Sigma.
Oh, okay.
So what you do is you actually flick a switch here, turn it on,
and
then I'll show you. You put the Matrix of Leadership on here, then put the key in.
Yeah.
Hopefully the batteries aren't dead. See those lights
cool.
up? I'll turn the lights off there, and hopefully you can see that.
Oh, nice.
Changes and into different colors and whatnot.
That's cool.
Yeah, so now it's turning purple and then red and all that.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
So, I thought it was the greatest thing. So
nice.
I'm a huge Transformers fan. I grew up with He-Man, G.I. Joe, and Transformers, but Transformers are
that's what I grew up with, pretty much.
I've got the comic issue 1 and issue 2, 9.8 CGC graded here. Okay. So limited to 1,000 pieces. So I said, I've got to have it.
So this is a pretty insane collection. Very nice collection, in fact. But I can see a lot of money has been invested in here.